that I want to have the status get out, I'm going to say that I want to tell if they want out or not. So I'm going to say that I also want to include status into this function so I can possibly change it. Now I'm going to go and say if the direction equals O for out or E for exit. I'm going to use that. I'm going to say status equals -1 and go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to say if status equals 0, because I don't want to set this to 1 every time or else we can never exit. And I'm going to save. So now we should be able to try something here. Okay, now it's asking me for direction. I go up, up, up. It looks like we got a problem, and it's just making a Tron. So I can go down, 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 and then I can go right, 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 and and then I can go up and up and up and up and up, and there we have this U-buncher head, and then I can go left, 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 and of course it's still following the same rules, but we're not really able to clear the field here. So we should also go into take into consideration that we'll have to redo the grid every single time. So let's go back into the function here, but I'm going to say E for exit. So now I can say that I want to refresh the grid. So I'm going to say that I want to get the grid set up. So I'm going to say function grid, and I'm going to say, well, nothing in there because I just want to refresh it, and I'm going to do that, and I want to have the grid variable global. So I'm going to say global and grid, and I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to say that since I know that at this point the grid will be replaced, I'm going to say grid, and that's it. So if I save, that's not necessary. What I forgot to do was also include the height and the width variable, because they're used right here, therefore this function is dependent on them. But we don't want to include it every single time. So if I save and I come back to the terminal, I should be able to use it without errors this time. Okay, I got the problem fixed, and the problem is that I also forgot that I need to make a new grid array every single time, and so that's really all there was to it. So if I go back to my command prompt here and do PHP 031 again, well, I have this kind of blank grid, and I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to say up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and down, and down, 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 down. But I also see that I need to go ahead and call this grid right here as it initiates, and then we shouldn't have that problem anymore with the there we go. Now we have a grid at the beginning. So we have this grid. If I say up, 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 and D for down, so now we have this grid that works. So what can we do exactly to make it so that we no longer have the problem of things showing up here? Well, we can shorten it, or we can just kind of do a bunch of echoing with it. So I can go ahead and do this right here. So for t equals 0 to t is less than 30, T++. Sorry about that. And echoing out that. This is kind of a bit of an advanced tutorial if you haven't noticed already. And it's more like showing than an actual tutorial because I'm editing another project. But it's kind of adapting to the terminal. So if I exit and try again, now you can see there's this kind of blank space. So if I go up, 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 and down, 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 left, 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 and it's of course working. We're not really seeing much about anything up here. So what's really left? Well, why don't we actually say the options to the user? We can say that let's say echo hello. You can say L for left, R for right, U for up, and D for down. If you want to exit, say E, and then we can save that. So if I exit out and then try again, and as you can see it kind of loops over, and we don't want that, so I'm just going to exit out again, and I'm going to say \n here for a new line and delete that space. So I can come back to the terminal and try this again. So now I have it saying the options I have. So if I say L, R, U, D, and E, it's over. Okay, so and that was it for exiting and directions. Well, why not about save? So I could probably say that something like this that's similar, and I'm going to say let's see here, S, and I'm going to say status. I'm not going to do anything with status. I'm going to call another function, and I'm going to say save save game, and I'm going to say it's a function, and I'm going to go ahead and do global grid and also the player. But really all that's needed is the player, since we can recreate the grid from the player data. And so I'm going to go ahead and get this line here, and I'm going to go and say echo \n. What file name would you like to save under? So now we've got this kind of question posed to them, and so we're going to go and take in their data, and I'm going to save this file. So I'm going to say file, put contents, and I'm going to say the name is whatever they put in, and I'm going to say the data is a serialized version of their player. And that's all for that one. So I'm going to copy this and say that another one is a load game. So I'm going to say what file name would you like to load, and then I'm going to say file